Welcome to the Franklin Township Athletic Center for the 7th Annual Franklin Central Showcase Invitational, one of the most anticipated high school track events in the state of Indiana. Good evening, I'm Scott Eaker along with Terry Moore. And Terry, 8 of the top 10 girls teams in Indiana are represented here tonight, as are the top 5 teams in the latest boys poll. The talent here just incredible. This is the second heat of the boys freshman mile. This is the faster of the two heats based on seating time. Scott Eaker along with Terry Moore. And Terry, that first one was relatively quick. The winner, Zach Leinheiser from Carmel, 4:51.1. This could be 10 to 15 seconds faster depending on how the strategy plays out in this second heat for the boys freshman mile.
The weather wasn't quite the factor, I don't believe, that some people thought it might be in that first heat. We'll see if that holds true here in the second heat, but I kind of expect these times to be a little bit quicker and a little bit better time.
And the time to beat, if you will, the time that's already in the books, 4:51.1, the meet record of 4:35.21 set last year. And the runners taking their marks, and there's the gun. You'll notice the pack on the outside must stay in the outer 4 lanes to compensate for the distance until they get about halfway down the backstretch, and then they can all converge to the inner portion of the track. Again, the mile a little bit longer than the 1,600 meters, so 4 laps plus about 9 meters. Terry, in the first heat we saw about a lap and a half before the runners started to separate themselves into a lead pack.
Yeah, they'll kind of follow the pace of the leader, whoever that may be, and then they'll jockey for position a little bit, but they'll wait until about that halfway mark before they really start trying to come up with a strategy about how they're going to finish the last half of that particular heat.
Brayden Law from Homestead High School in the yellow jersey with the big blue H, leading as they come toward the start-finish line on lap number 1.
A quick first lap, as the pace is pretty quick, as we anticipated it might be, and the kids now starting to again try to jockey for position to kind of set themselves up for this last 2.5, 3 laps.
Talk about the strategy there, if you would, that it's getting a good position, getting comfortable during that first lap, but then I would imagine laps 2 and 3 more just to put yourself in a position to be there at the end.
Yeah, I think you have to know yourself as a runner. You have to know, am I going to have that kick coming out of that 4th turn? So can I lay back into that 2nd, 3rd, 4th position, or do I need to be up there at the front and try to hold my spot as we come out of that 4th turn? So you have to know yourself a little bit and what your capabilities are.
Brayden Law still leading as the runners pass the scoreboard. Ben Savage from Morgan Township now coming by right there. Jared Perkins from Bar Reeve in the black, and from Carroll High School in 4th is Cameron Clements.
Law looks like he's just about to get past as they come across that first corner turn again. He's hanging on though.
Well, Law seems like he wants to lead, and Ben Savage from Morgan Township appears to be content with letting him lead at this point.
Now at this point, the pack has not pulled away from the rest of the group, kind of like we saw in the first heat yet. Now, it may still happen, but right now there's still 8 or 9 runners there that really still have a shot.
Well, and Jared Perkins, you can see him in 3rd, and the rest of the runners 4 through about 7 or 8 now, trying not to lose contact with those lead runners so that they can have a chance at the end. So it's Law, Savage, Perkins, and then Ben Veach from Carmel High School is in 4th. Coming toward the start-finish line for the conclusion of lap number 3 and the bell lap, 1 lap to go.
All the guys running pretty effortlessly right now, but once that bell lap rings, they'll start picking up the pace as good as they can. There we go.
And we'll see what the strategy is. From the very beginning, Brayden Law from Homestead has been the leader, and Savage has just stayed with him. And those two now have pulled away from Jared Perkins from Bar Reeve High School in third place.
We'll see now if one of those two have a kick as they come around those final two turns, or if one of those guys back in the third and fourth spots have enough to move up and overtake them.
And coming around turn 3 now, and making a kick. Into second place from Zionsville is Oliver Rigg, I believe, or Kyle Munns. But it is Brayden Law, and he's going to lead this race from start to finish. Boy, does he have a lot left at the end here in that finishing kick.
A very impressive wire-to-wire victory for Brayden Law.
And Brayden Law will win the second heat.
He had a lot left, as you said. I think he could have gone another lap and still probably won.
And Ben Savage, who was right there with him, I believe, dropped all the way to 5th place. Big smile for Brayden Law. He almost looks like he could run another lap.
That's what I'm thinking, too. He doesn't even look winded, does he?
From Homestead High School, Allen County, just outside of Fort Wayne, the Homestead Spartans. And there you have your 6 podium finishers from the freshman mile here at the Franklin Central Invitational Showcase. 6th place, Trenton Fryman from North Oldham, Kentucky. 5th place, Ben Savage from Morgan Township. 4th place, Jarrett Perkins from Bar Reeve. 3rd place, Oliver Rigg from Zionsville, who made a gallant charge there at the end. Ben Veach finished 2nd. He's from Carmel High School. And Brayden Law from Homestead led from start to finish, Terry, and unofficially a meet record 4 minutes, 33.3 seconds.
Very quick, and probably quicker than we anticipated on a night like this. A warmer night, sometimes the runners will run a little bit quicker. A cooler night like tonight, you never know, especially with the wind, as we talked about on the backstretch. But these kids all warmed up sufficiently before the race. They were loose, they were quick, and a very quick second heat.
Well, we were worried about the weather, but a good indicator that time of what may be to come here the rest of the evening.